Hello everyone and welcome back into this really special and amazing video. The video is special because today we'll be driving on the special desert highway map, which is not from the BeamNG developers. No, this was a custom modded map that I found on the internet. You've seen a video before on this map driving with immense high top speed before, and today this will be a little bit extra similar to that video because today we will be testing testing the top speeds of our latest creations and latest cars, because in my previous video we have finished and judged all of the taxi cars participated by the viewers for the taxi challenge, for the automation taxi challenge. So before we continue any further, I would love to remind you, please remember to, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and now we can begin. So our first contender, let me reset it. So our first contender here is a van. It's obviously a van, not a people mover. No, this is a van. It's obviously a van. We have a van rims, we have the sliding door, we have the square headlights. Everything is basic. We have basic everything, but we have twin exhaust pipes. What I can tell you about it, we have a 7.6 liter twin turbo V8 engine under the bonnet or under the hood with 1100 horsepower. We have all-wheel drive, ventilated front disc screen and front and rear ladder chassis made from advanced high-strength steel. The body is made from aluminium or aluminum. We have double wishbone front and rear suspension, and yes, dual clutch, I don't know, 7-speed, 6-speed gearbox, something like this, with an immense amount of power, torque and acceleration. So let's hear it firing up. Here's a quick look underneath. The engine is a little bit too big. As you can see, they have fitted it. The engine is quite large. It's sitting inside that van, very snugly, but it's working perfectly. All right. Express shipping, my friends. Oh, 6-speed only. 6-speed gearbox. Yes, we are flying. We have a shipment to deliver. Super quick. And the brakes are super cold. Like 50 degrees, they are blue cold. So it's a long way, and the top speed will not increase at all. So yes, it's a super quick van, and you can absolutely deliver anything, anywhere with this amount of speed in no time. Of course, the speed cameras will be, taking your pictures non-stop, but don't worry, you will not only be paying for speed cameras fines, you will also be paying for petrol or gas, because this van gets only 2.5 miles per gallon. I'm not kidding, 2.5 miles per gallon. That's how thirsty this beast is. And we are running on actually sport compound tires, not slicks, so don't worry. And the vans actually was made with zero quality on everything. I promise you, zero quality on everything. Nothing is plus 15 quality. This van was made with zero quality on absolutely everything. Now we've seen the van. Now let's try and test like a lot of cars. So let's start with our fans creations. Alright, we have the Cavalry V10. This is a car, or an SUV was designed by a viewer with the luxury SUV challenge. Alright, let's turn off the traction control and see what kind of speed we'll reach. So we have a, what is that, 1 2 3 4 5. We have actually a 10-cylinder engine, a V10 engine. We have a twin turbo V10 engine. That's really nice. Alright, all-wheel drive, of course. Let's see what's what. Alright, so it's an automatic gearbox. And yes, it says V10. Of course, it will not be like that van. This car, of course, doesn't have like 1,000 horsepower, but it's quick. 8-speed gearbox, that's nice. 240 kilometers per hour. A little bit of hill, let's go over it and see what kind of speed you will reach when you start to go downhill. I like top speed runs because you will see what's the limit of aerodynamics, the engine, the gearbox, everything. 280. Whoa, that is 9-speed gearbox. That's very quick, very quick for an SUV. That is impressive. The suspension is working very nicely. The car feels very stable, and the engine is very smooth. All right. It's a little bit, uphill, downhill map, but it looks like a real highway. Of course, no one will be driving on it with this kind of speed in real life, but it's really awesome. And the suspension is very soft and gooey. You feel you look at the body, and the suspension is just taking all of the bumps and make it disappear. Very awesome. It's a comfy car. The brakes are super cold, which is really nice. 280, that is very quick. 284. I think at the end there will be like a turn, so we'll have to brakes. Alright, so I'm gonna test the brakes right now. Alright, so the car is a little heavy. Alright, so let's test the indicators for it. Alright, so this is another highway here in the middle for it in park. So it's very impressive. 284, 85 kilometers per hour. That is very impressive. Alright, so let's try this hatchback, the Albatros GT. This is also another car sent to me for the city/track hatchback challenge. One of the winning ones. Let's see what's what. So the engine in it is an inline 5 turbo. Yes, an inline 5 turbo. All-wheel drive. Manual gearbox, I forgot. 9,000 something RPM, that's really nice. And the weird tail lights, but it's nice. It's a nice weird touch, but it's not bad. So far 190. 200, not bad. 14, nearly 15 psi boost. We are not losing boost yet, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit more before I shift into 6. Now, 6 is very heavy. It's a very heavy gear. The engine is trying hard to push, and the aerodynamics are pushing the car a little bit further back. So 226 kilometers per hour, 227, 228, 29, 30, 31, not bad, 32, 34, 5, nearly 5. That is quick, actually, not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, it's not supercar quick. 6, not bad. If it can go 240, it will be impressive. 7, 8. Come on, give me 8. All right, a little downhill. This should help. 9, 40, 41. All right, downhill power. 43, 44. All right, so we've seen 44. Now it's uphill a little bit. So 244. Impressive. Impressive, really impressive. But still, you know, it's a family hatchback and a track car as well. Yeah, top speed is actually not bad at all. So we've tested the Albatros, we've tested the Cavalry. Now let's test this SUV. It's called the Cornet GTO. This SUV was built by a fan or a viewer for the luxury SUV challenge. Unfortunately, it broke nearly, I'm not going to say all of the rules, but it broke so many rules, like I mean, it's not bad. The body is boxy, yes, but it looks modern with modern touches, of course. But unfortunately, it has 2 seats only instead of 7. And yeah, wrong materials. I don't know. I forgot how many rules he breaks, but I remember the seats. But all right, so let's lock the differentials. I don't know if it's gonna make any difference or not. So let's see what's what. At least in acceleration. Has a crappy automatic gearbox. I remember that, yeah. A regular automatic gearbox, a classic one, which is not really appropriate. And yes, I think automatic lockers, I think differentials or something. Yes, I know it's not a top speed car, but check out the speed. Oof, 250. Come on, give me 50. 50, here we go. 52, 54. It's actually quick. 6, 56. That is quick. 7. 8. That's all, I think. Not bad. Not bad at all. 258, something like this. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so let's move on with another creation by, by viewers. All right, this one, the Ariete Gyric. All right, so let's see what's what. Turn off traction control as always, a little bit clean. Alright, we have under the hood we have a 4-cylinder turbo. A lot of boost going to this tiny engine. Not bad. So far 210, 6 speed. 220. Suspension is very, very soft. 25, 26, 7. Come on, come on. Come on, shift up. Oh, not shift up, or, you know, speed up. 229, 30. Suspension is very soft. Look at it. Look at the tires. Of course, the road is not really, you know, arrow straight, but it's very bumpy. And the suspension is actually super soft. You look at the tires are, you know, touching the fenders, which is not really efficient. So 230. I don't think it will get. Look, this is downhill now. Oh my god, so bumpy. Oh, so bumpy with a turn. Oh, stop. Oh my god, suspension is... Alright, so that was fake. So let's go back the other way. Alright, so not bad for this car. It looks nice from the front, very, you know, futuristic, but not really speedy. Alright, so let's test something weird. This all-wheel drive. Oh, this is the car. Yes, I remember this car. It was made by a cool fan, and there were some flames on the side of it. Of course, this is a rally car, not a car, you know, for the road, but let's see how quick it will go. It was fixed by me, actually. The specs on this car were a little bit wrong, so I fixed them. Fixed the engine also, made it a little bit more realistic, and more efficient, more powerful. Not bad. But of course, everything was tuned specifically for rally cars, for rally driving. The suspension, the gearbox, the engine. So I don't actually, you know, expect a super high speed out of it. But it's not bad so far. 222, 24, 5, 6, 7. That's nice. 7-speed manual. I wonder how the shift pattern looks like. Like 1, 2, then 3 in the middle, 4 down, 5, 6, and then 7, and then reverse down. Very weird. So 240. It's actually a quick little car. I remember 300 horsepower is coming out of that engine. Yes, 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive. Not bad. 245 kilometers per hour. Oh yes, I remember it has a sequential gearbox, not manual. Sequential gearbox. Yeah, very nice actually, and I'm really surprised by the speed of it. What's that hissing sound? Those are my creations, the Bono Triple, the Boxer 220. These are not really quick cars. Eagle Turbo, tested all of these before. Alright, the Falcon Taxi. Yesterday or last night's winner. Our winner of the Taxi Challenge. Let's see what's what. Let's see how much speed this thing can go. It's front wheel drive. It's not really quick. I mean, this is compared to all of the cars that we have driven, it's very slow. But how slow? I want to see, like, what's the top speed, or how high we can go, how speedy the car will get. It's pretty much basic, really basic. Ladder chassis, normal suspension, regular, very super regular brakes, solid discs, you know, I'm not gonna say boring, but a reliable engine at the front, pushing. I forgot how much horsepower is coming out of it. I don't know, nearly 200. Automatic gearbox. So far 191 kilometers per hour, 192, 3, 4. If it can reach like 200, I'm gonna consider it a winner, because you know any car should reach 200 kilometers per hour. Any car these days. 200 is, you know, it's basic. Any car should reach 200 kilometers per hour because it's natural. You see like 200 kilometers per hour on the speedometer as a top speed, but less than 200, nah, that is rubbish. So we have touched 200, but unfortunately we are facing a little bit uphill, so we need to be patient. Put hard down to the floor. Alright, a little downhill, but this should help. 200, yes, 201. That's nice. So the car is a winner, even in the top speed run. That's not bad. Let's slow down gently, or let's test the brakes. Not bad. The brakes are actually working pretty fine. No overheating, nothing. This is actually a perfect car, perfect cab. Moving on, my cars. Alright, so this is actually one of my funny creations, the flower power, as I called it. It's not a hippie van, but yeah, it's very basic. You have a basic inline 6 cast iron inline 6 made in the 1980s. This is actually a 1980s van. And yes, we have basic front suspension, basic rear suspension, although it's double wishbone, but it's really basic springs and everything else. The engine is actually carbureted, as I quite remember. No, it's not carbureted. No, it's actually a single point EFI. It's actually a single point EFI, made, you know, more torquey than, you know, powerful. And yes, we have rear drums, although this is actually funny. The front brakes are ventilated, and in the BeamNG game it will show you those brakes as, you know, slotted brakes discs, which is really funny, using drums, regular classic drums on the rear side and sporty front brakes. This is actually not correct. I should replace those with you know, solid discs to make it more realistic. And yes, it's front wheel drive. Manual gearbox. Let's see. It's really fun to drive. I drove this van on automation test track, and it cornered really nicely. 100 kilometers per hour, and it's only 4 speed. So yeah, no, it will not reach 200 kilometers per hour. That's impossible, I guess. But let's see how much the flower people are driving. Maybe it looks like a hippie van, but not bad indeed. It's not a van actually. It's called a people mover, and we have an actual sliding door. Look at the rails of the door. We have a lockable fuel filler cap. We have the logos back there. A typical people mover. So 147 kilometers per hour, that's actually not bad, but remember, this is foot hard down to the floor. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. No extra kilometers per hour. Alright, let's test the brakes. Ah yes, I remember, no ABS. That was locking the brakes. Yeah, no ABS, it's the 1980s. Of course, there were some ABS cars in the 80s, but this van is a very cheapy one, so no ABS, of course. Moving on, what we have here, the phone, no, we've tested that before. Alright, let's go a little bit speedy. The LS12 supercar. It's very thirsty, it's very powerful, and it's very awesome. And it's very beautiful. I love this car so much. We have an LS12 engine, V12 engine. Not my specs. I got those specs for that engine by an email sent to me by a fan actually. requesting that special engine. The whole car is made, of course, from carbon fiber. We have pushrod rear suspension and front suspension, dual clutch gearbox, you know the drill. No electronic aids. We have a lot of downforce on this car, so don't expect, you know, super high top speed, because the downforce will actually lower the speed of the car. And it's actually naturally aspirated. Yes, all of this speed is coming from a naturally aspirated V12 engine. I forgot the actual size of it, but yeah, it's nice. 312. I think we are coming up to the end of the road, so we need to be careful. Oh, yes. Oh, the brakes! The brakes are superb! That was a cornering on 170. Nice. Yeah, it's very quick. I'm not gonna waste more time driving it because I know the top speed of it. It's superbly quick, and there is an actual fan playing Euro Truck Simulator. He actually, I don't know, he or she is playing a lot of automation, BeamNG, and a lot of crazy games. But he's also a fan of Euro Truck Simulator, a game that I truly love. Moving on, the Fox Boring Boat. Not my name, not my car. Also a car that was, you know, sent to me by, you know, by a viewer for the taxi challenge. And this car actually has a tiny V8 in it, tiny twin turbo V8. Right, this should be interesting. Turn off traction control, and it's front wheel drive or rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive. Let's see the speed. 4 speed, 5 speed, 6 speed. I think it will give up early. So 150 so far. 60, 70. Alright, not bad. That was cornering on 170 kilometers per hour. Suspension is soft and gooey. The tires are not bad actually. The suspension is working nicely. Not too soft, not too hard, in between. Yeah, a lot of boost going into that tiny engine, and it's uphill, so we need to wait. Come on, give me 200. You are a cab, you have a V8, a tiny V8, give me 200. Where's the downhill? Here's the downhill. Come on, give me 200. Yes, we have 200 with the help of downhill, and there is a 9-speed gearbox. Why there is a 9-speed gearbox? There is no need for it. I mean, without the help of the downhill, this car will never shift to 9 speed. You know, when you are flooring it, it will shift to 8 speed again. Hopefully not 7, because it's a steep hill. Oh, where am I? The map template is wrong. What's wrong with it? Oh, look at the map. It's very wrong actually. Alright, so we reached 200. That's not bad at all. The brakes are working, but it's not a speed machine. It's more of a city machine. So let's test something else. The Fox done. Here's another Fox. So we have a lot of Foxes here. The cab, the SUV, and the which one is that? The city hatchback? Alright, so let's try the other Fox. This is the Fox SUV. the critical, whatever the name of it. Turn off traction control, of course. Here we go. Very weird rears, rear lights. We have multi-link rear suspension, double wishbone front, a V12, truck rims with thin tires, a lot of exhaust pipes, twin turbo V12. All right, let's see what's what. Oh, the front is alien, but it's very stable actually. Not bad. Come on, 240. Let's see if we can hit 280 again. 60. Not bad at all. Come on. 70. Come on. Oh man, the road finished. Yes, it can do 280 easily. Let's is that top speed run? Let's see. I've never actually went in this direction. Hopefully we'll not be falling into a ditch or something. Need to keep my eye on the map so we don't fall into a ditch. It's a huge it's a huge map, yes. We can do 280, but I don't know in which direction. Let's try in this direction. Look at that uphill. I want to see how much we can do over the 280. It's a powerful beast, a quick beast also. And this car has a luxury interior in it, so it's not light. It's not light at all. Has luxurious interior into it, so leather, wood, all kind of expensive infotainment system, speakers, subwoofers, everything. So it's like you are driving a salon or driving your apartment at this kind of speed. It's uphill, so we need to forgive the car. Oh, that was quick. When you see an SUV flying, it looks scary, it looks very awesome, but you need to be careful. Oh, come on, it's all uphills, but it will be good news because after all of these hills, there should be a downhill. Give me a downhill. To 75. Come on. 280. Alright, here we go. 282, 284, 285, 6, 7. 90. Alright, 290. That's more like it. 291. So far the record is 291, 292, oh, that is super quick. A corner, damn it. Yep, thank God for the flat road. It's a massively overpowered vehicle. That's nice. That is really nice. So 293 kilometers per hour. Alright, the Fox Sport Hatch Base. This is also a track car slash a city car. The same alien design. Let's see what kind of engine we have. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5-cylinder naturally aspirated and with space frame chassis. Alright, let's see what's what. The gears are not really long, not long gears, short gears. Are they? I think. But the final drive is too much. But the car is keeping well fine. 230, 40, that's very quick. Actually, aspirated power, my friends. 50. 60, wow, that's nice. 260 kilometers per hour, but the car feels unstable. I have to maintain control so it doesn't actually spin out, because the car wants to spin out. So 264, 65, oh my god. No. Ah. It's not stable. It's not stable at high speed. So Mr. Fox, you need to, pay a little attention to the aerodynamics, because it's not stable at high speed. It wants to spin out. The Gandor V12 Turbo. I think this is an SUV, also a V12 Turbo. Also looks like a Porsche SUV, I think. Ooh, it's actually my car. This should be interesting. I think my car, right? Yeah, this is my car. Wheel spin. I don't think it will reach very high speed, but let's see. I like the wheel spin at the beginning. 240. Oh, 9 speed. 9 speed is working fine. 255. 62. 4, 5, 6, 7. 70. Not bad. 274, 75. That's quick. Give me 280 and I'm happy. 280, 282, 283, and the engine is running at max RPM. That is superb. It's really fun. So 283 so far. The brakes are working perfectly. That is a powerful beast here. I forgot about the Gandor. Looks very nice actually, and drives very awesome. What else? The Gladiator 1000. This is a super quick car, super quick ute actually. I don't know if you're ready for this, but it has 1,000 horsepower, super or extremely lightweight ute made entirely from carbon fiber. Twin turbo V8 engine. Not a big V8 engine, but yeah, that's how. Let's see what kind of speed we'll reach with this beast here. So 275, 270, 280, 290. That is superbly quick. 300. 320. Oh my god. The road is not actually. It's not super straight, so 332, 33, 333. For a ute, that is super. And it's it's super stable actually. If you can turn the wheel, nothing will happen. The aerodynamics are watching over you. 334. Wow. Testing the brakes. We have solid rear discs, front ventilated discs. So 3, 2, and 1, and go. Wow. Brakes are super. Alright. Let's celebrate with some donuts. That is awesome indeed. Alright, so let's turn off the Gladiator and choose something else. The Boxer 6, Inferno, no. Those cars out normal. Alright, so these are interesting actually. Let's test the Kohler 16. This is a very classic, I think 1950s. Yes, 1950s or I don't know, 60s, 50s, something like this. Luxury car with a V16 engine at the front. I'm not kidding, a cast iron V16 engine, so it's super torquey. Of course, you have an open rear differential, rear-wheel drive. It's very luxurious, and check out the hood ornament. I mean, look, 11%. Check out here, the throttle. Look, 30%, and you can spin the wheels. Look at it. $50, 60%, 100, and of course we don't have any kind of ABS, so oh yeah. Open differential power, only one tire fire. So let's see what's what actually. Spin the wheels, because yes my friends, we can. Or spin the wheel, not the wheels. Oh, that was very powerful. Oh my god, need to be careful. Spinning a single tire only, it's not really safe. And we have the badge, the Kohler 16. The reason for choosing a V16 engine, not because it's a tire smoking engine, no, because it's a very or extremely torquey engine, and of course it's super smooth. I mean, the smoothest engine ever. And check it out, this car is from the 50s, and check out the speed. And we have luxury interior. I mean, the interior is not light at all, and we don't have any kind of aerodynamics, so the car is not really stable at high speeds. But check out the speed, 200 and nearly 250. Wow, 250 kilometers per hour from a 1950s machine. Nearly 260, nearly 260. We've reached 260, my friend. 262. Wow. Now let's try and stop it, because the brakes will lock, so I'm gonna be gentle. Oh my god, it wants to spin out. Don't spin out. %, no, so 60, 70%, 80, and 100. So yes, it's a dangerous car on high speeds, but 260 kilometers per hour from a 1950s car, that is superb. Can you imagine saying to, you know, someone rich back then that this car can go 260 kilometers per hour, and like nearly most of the cars cannot go 200 even, and this car can go. That is super awesome. Moving on, where are we? All right, this one now, the fans' favorites. Yeah, I've never seen actually viewers liking a classic car like this before. Of course, we all know the story of the Trabant. The Trabant is a very glorious and very heroic car, because it was one of the iconic cars that, you know, went through the Berlin Wall when it was, you know, when the borders were open. And there are a lot of symbols, a lot of drawings. It was a symbol of freedom, the Trabant, and that's what I truly love about it. As a symbol of freedom and a car, and you know, as a symbol of, you know, success, I truly love it. But as a car, no. It was made from Duroplast. The body was made from Duroplast, and the engine was two-stroke, a smoky engine. No. But the fans love it. Of course, this is not the Trabant. I didn't actually made it. A viewer made it for the taxi challenge, and it won the hearts of a lot of the viewers. He called it what? The yellow car. That's what he called it. It's automatic, rear-wheel drive, I guess. What else? We have a 4-cylinder at the front, turbocharged. Yeah, it's not a speed machine, of course. It's a classic car. .165, 66. Needs a little time, and it's uphill. Of course, there are a lot of maps you can download for the BeamNG.drive that they are more scientific than this, you know, without any kind of bumps, without any kind of turns, just, you know, arrow straight. And of course, there is the what do they call it? The map with square floor, you know, the infinite map. Yep, we can drive over there, but that map is very boring. This is much better. It's a highway with desert left and right. So 169, if it can go 170, I'll be thankful. Yeah, 170. And we have ABS, so I can just put my foot to the floor. Alright, it's not bad. 170 for a classic car. Very nice. Alright, so let's move on. What comes after the Trabant? Ah, my cab, my taxi. The car that no one saw me drive it. So this is my entrance, my own entrance for the challenge that you saw me make with the rules video. You have an inline-6 at the front, single turbocharged, dual overhead camshaft, basic ladder chassis, basic suspension, rear-wheel drive, open differential. Let's see if my cab can go over 200 km per hour. I haven't tested it yet. I mean, I've drove it on the automation test track, but I've never tested it for, you know, top speed runs. Looks very cool, actually. And yes, you can see the engine from that view. Yep. Yep, 200. That is quick for a cab car. 210. Whoa, superb. 212. Suspension is a little bit soft. I'll admit that. Of course, for the comfort of the passengers. 220, 221, 222, 23. Wow, that is a quick for a basic 6-cylinder engine. With a turbo too. The turbo is not to make it powerful, it's to make it torquey and efficient. That's it. 225. I'm a happy creator for this car. Press the brakes. 225. That is super impressive. I'm really happy with my cab. I would drive it actually every day. It's very economical. It's beautiful to look at, and it's not bad to drive. Moving on, what we have here, this is M33 taxi. Let's try it. I'm not gonna test all of the cars because frankly there are a lot of cars. So this car has a Boxer 6 engine, twin turbo, a light truck chassis, an open differential. Of course, it's a taxi car. Looks not bad actually. Looks very nice. Sounds very beautiful because of the Boxer 6 engine. Indicators are nice. It's not the quickest car here, I'll admit that, but I like to find out like how much speed it can reach. So the taxi record so far is 225, held by my cab. Let's see if this car this cab can go over that. 180. 85, 86, 7. Yeah, Takes a little while. I don't think it's gonna hit 225, but let's see when the speed will stop. 191. 6 speed. Well, that lowered the RPM, which should make it more efficient, but not quick. 193. Foot hard to the floor, as you can see. 100 on the throttle. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. 192. Oh, the brake balance is actually rubbish, but not bad. Alright, so we've tried the M330 taxi. Let's see what are other interesting cars that we can try. Of course, I can try a lot of cabs, all the crazy things that we did, but it's gonna take super long time and super long video. I do apologize. I mean, I want to try it all. Maybe in future videos we will be trying all of them. Alright, one last van that I would love to show you, which is this one. It has a V8 engine, as I quite remember. Let me look at it, because it's been a long time. Yeah, it has a natural aspirated engine, V8 of course. No, not natural aspirated. Where are the turbos? Oh, they are so tiny turbos. It's a people mover, but I forgot how much horsepower. I remember it's a super van. Let's see by how much super it is. So we started with a van and we'll be ending with a people mover, obviously. So yeah, I remember this is actually a people mover with 9 seats. Yes, triple bench, 3 passengers at the front, 3 passengers in the middle, and 3 on the rear side. So yeah, it's like a school bus that can go. Yeah, this is its top speed because of the body, and you know. But yes, the speed is rubbish, but it's very stable actually, and it corners very nicely. So it's a sport van or a sport people mover, also made with 0 quality on everything. So it's doable. It's actually, you can put it in production. And it can do amazing donuts. Well, if we have the space. Or maybe not. It's maybe actually rubbish with donuts. Alright, so that's pretty much it with this video. We have tested a lot of the viewers' cars. We've seen their top speeds, and how they drive, you know, on with high speeds, how the suspension reacts and how everything is reacting. So thank you so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed the video, and maybe in the future I'm gonna be making another video testing the rest of the cars. Yeah, this was a quick video. Yeah, I'm truly happy with the end result here. So thank you so much guys for watching. Remember that if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video, and of course stay tuned, because soon I'm going to be posting a lot of videos when I have some free time. So thank you so much, and goodbye for now, my friends. Or sorry, before goodbye, remember to visit my Patreon page, sign up with my Patreon page to get exclusive contents, add my Snapchat and my Instagram, the same username, LordBas94, LordBas94, and my Patreon page link is in the description below. And now I can say to you, my friends, goodbye for now, my friends.